People are gonna know what happens because my jacket's already wet.
That's okay, just go with it.
So what exactly do you wear on a film set? It should be relatively straightforward, to be honest. It's just basically a lot of black, but let's just run through very quickly some things you should probably have in your wardrobe if you work in film, just in case. You're gonna need a variety of dark and neutral, or just muted or not very bright colours. You're also going to need some long sleeve tops and short sleeve tops. Just make sure you also have tops that have coverage over your shoulders. Protect yourself from the sun, guys. It's a very important one. Also make sure your shirts don't have big, bold logos on them, much like the logo on the back here. But if you do have something with quite a large logo, you can cover it up with a not very colourful sweater. The key is wearing comfortable clothing that you feel good in because, well, you're gonna be in it all day. You also need to be prepared for the elements, so the best way to do that is to dress in layers. If you know it's gonna be a very inside-outside kind of day, so you're doing some scenes outside and some inside, you might wanna wear layers. And a good thing for that is a couple of vests. They're super warm, you can take off the underlayers if you need to, and yeah, it's just a really nice, versatile, keeping the chest warm kind of thing. Now speaking of vests, I know I said no bright colours, right? Well, it's always good to have a safety vest as well. These are usually given to you on set. Most of the time they'll be handed out by production, but it's nice to have your own as well. You done? No? Also get yourself a nice warm coat because, well, you're gonna get cold on set sometimes, and sometimes it might also be raining. So if you can double up and get something like a ski jacket, which is kind of both, it's warmth and protection from the rain, you're set. Oh, I wasn't ready. Otherwise, get yourself a raincoat as well. Lastly, some essential accessories that you'll need. You're definitely going to need sunglasses because you're going to have to protect your eyes from the sun, preferably not polarized because then you can at least see the monitor that's in front of you. You'll also need a hat or two, whether it's a cap, a wide brim, doesn't really matter, whatever suits you, whatever protects your head from the sun. And of course, for the cold climates, you'll need a beanie. It's way too hot for this. But most importantly, comfortable shoes. You're going to be on your feet all day. You need closed-toe shoes so your feet are safe and protected on set where things could go wrong, you could drop things on them, it's just a safety hazard. So always wear closed-toed shoes, but wear something comfortable. Whether you have to put an insole in your shoe, whether you get something that already has an insole in it, just make sure it is comfortable. Also have a variety of types of shoes. So you could have a pair of sneakers if you're inside a house most of the day or inside a studio most of the day. And you could also have a couple of pairs of boots, which could be useful in different weather climates or different locations where it's rugged terrain. Just make sure both of those have good support because, well, your ankle is connected to your knee is connected to your hip is connected to your back is connected to your neck. You get what I'm saying? If you walk funny, then the problem is going to migrate from your ankle to your knee to your hip to your back, and everything's going to start to hurt. So to prevent that, you've just got to make sure that you're wearing correct footwear. While this video is really just examples about what to wear, there actually is legitimate reasons why we wear these sort of things when we're on a film set, because, well, we're not going to be in reflections and we're going to be comfortable all day. Just don't rock up on set wearing something like this. Like, seriously. I can't do heels, but still. Why? We have a question of the day. Today's question of the day comes from Rochelle Sis, and Rochelle is asking, how should you approach your first client and how do I keep them from coming for the services that I provide? This can be a little bit daunting when you're first starting out. You don't really know how to talk with clients or how to approach clients at all. With me, it was a little bit different because I tend to be hired by production companies, so I tend to be hired by people who have already been in touch with the client, so I have no real contact with the client until the day of the shoot more often than not. But in terms of contacting production companies, I have done a little bit of cold emailing, I guess, to approach different production companies and see if they were looking for DPs to put on their books. And I have had some success with that. And I've also got a lot of them through word of mouth and friends and jobs that I've done that weren't necessarily paid. Maybe they were a short film production that was free and I worked for somebody and they liked the way I worked, so I got a job with them. That's how I kind of found those clients. So really, in terms of finding the clients for work, that all just came naturally. But maintaining those clients and keeping them coming back for the services that you provide is really up to your personal attitude. So your attitude on set kind of dictates whether the production company or the client will come back to you in the future. So if you give them a really good experience, they're going to come back and get more work from you. Just make it really easy, be really professional, be upfront about everything. Email contact, make sure it's regular. So if they send you an email, don't reply to them in like 3 weeks' time, reply to them pretty frequently. But it is important to stay in the forefront of everybody's mind. So if you do have a platform where you can post your work or be like, hey, flashback to when I did this job, and show screen caps of whatever it was and showcase your work, you can reach future clients. And you can also kind of, if you tag them, reach those clients that you worked with, and they'll remember, oh yeah, that shoot, hey, that was a really great experience. That person was really lovely and I'd love to work with them again. Oh, we've got a shoot coming up, maybe we'll get them on that. I hope that kind of makes sense and helps you a little bit. It is a really difficult thing to do, so I really do wish you all the best. Thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy this video, please remember to give it a big fat thumbs up, and if you'd like to see more of my face and learn a little bit more about filmmaking in the process, remember to subscribe, and I'll see you later.